Yo, DJ!
Are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ. The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Yeah, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Fetty Wops, then find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, Black Sun, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
You gonna dig this.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching Offscript. You already know what it is. All right. So listen, today I had, it kind of hit me. I don't know. I just wanted to do something different. I want to do a morning show because a lot of people hit me up and say, Scotty, I'm not able to call in, or Scotty, I'm not able to do this. I wish I can catch you live. So I know a lot of you guys are at work right now. Salute to you guys getting your check, getting that bag. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So if you got me in your ear while you at work and you can't call in, I completely understand. This is a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I would like, if I could get some callers, I probably will. If I can't, it's not going to be too long of a show. If I have to do a part 2 and probably do it at a later time at night, then I'll probably do that as well. So I'm going to be open to that as well, probably bringing it back up maybe later today or maybe another day or something like that. So real quick before I get into the topic, coming up later today, I sound like a real TV show, right? Coming up later today is my thoughts on Alcorn versus South Alabama and UAPB versus UCA. Okay, so that's coming up as well. And also, if you haven't joined the Offscript membership, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting time? Let's go ahead and join the membership. Go ahead and be a part of the Offscript brand, the Offscript world. You know what I'm saying? If it's a $4.99 donation, you ain't gotta be special with it. It ain't gotta be nothing crazy. All right. So every little thing helps the channel. All right. Appreciate it. So listen, going into this topic today, what I want to talk about are HBCUs ready for exposure. And like the great philosopher Antoine, what's up, N.O. Joe? Appreciate you, my guy. All right. Thanks for making my morning. No problem, my guy. Appreciate you. All right. Like the great philosopher, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. His name is Antoine F. Hey, listen, philosopher right here. He says, this is the SWAC, and there are over 108 HBCUs, right? Here you go making overgeneralized negative statements about HBCUs. You never do this to white schools. You don't understand inequality. Well, this is not a white school channel, Antoine F. Okay. And secondly, my brand right now is SWAC. So if I say HBCUs, it doesn't mean that other HBCUs can't call in, but I right now I'm appealing to the SWAC. So that's why I put SWAC schools on there. Now I could have put Lane, I could have put Claflin, I could have put South Carolina State, I could have put all type of HBCU schools on there. Howard, Morehouse, I could do all those schools. It would. The point is, are they ready for exposure? Okay, so that was the main question and the main topic. And right now we can focus on the SWAC because, like I said, that's what I talk about. So for me, my opinion on this subject, all right, is it is yet to be known. But what I will say is this. I think SWAC fans at this point are having a hard time adjusting to all the exposure. Now, what a lot of SWAC fans would love to tell you is, oh, Scotty, we've been on TV forever. We've been on TV for ages. What are you talking about? Like, have you seen the Bayou Classic? It's nationally broadcast. And have you seen this classic? It's nationally broadcast. And have you yes and no. Okay, can we do that? Can we say that? Can we give a hard yes and no? Okay, because just because something is tradition does not mean it's exposure. Okay, you go to church every most black people go to church every Sunday. I mean, not every Sunday, but most black people, they go to church on the Easter times and they go, in Christmas time and things like that. But for HBCUs to kind of correlate with that, for me is that just because it's something that's done religiously does not mean it's exposure. Okay. And as times have changed, that game has got less and less and less relevant to people outside of the brand. Okay. That's all. That when I keep saying that your relevancy is going down is because it's a home-based market. It's a family-grown market, which is nothing wrong with that. All right. There's nothing wrong with being a family-based brand or a hey, this is for us. We're doing this for us. But now that new eyes have been brought onto it and Dion has made it open to the masses, right? That like, hey, come look at this product. Are you ready for what comes with that? And I have to say, no, you're not. All right. Because a lot of SWAC fans are stuck in the mindset of, well, this is how we've done it. This is how it's always been done. But does that make it right? Did that make it right before? All right. Now, would the all corn situation have been on USA Today if Deion Sanders was not at Jackson State? Who knows? Who knows? All right. I can't say yes. I can't say no. All I can say is who knows? But I think exposure is about trying to get players just like Bishop's the bad era with exposure and all. Yep. So I don't know to say that would have been USA Today news. Would have been on the Clarion Ledger? Absolutely. Which HBCU Game Day talked about it? Absolutely. Would have a local brand or market have talked about it? Absolutely. But to be on USA Today, I don't believe so. Now, going a little deeper into this exposure can mean going to the NFL. Listen, when you want exposure, things come with that, right? I hear a lot of SWAC fans, oh, we want exposure for our players. We want exposure for this. We want them to go to the NFL. We want them to get looked at. We want scouts to come, okay? That comes with critiques. Okay, if you have a player that plays at, a HBCU school and you want him to go pro and you're saying, oh, he's great, he's this and that, and you go watch the film and people go watch the film and they say, no, he's not that good. He doesn't have this. He has no hips. He can't move. He can't dip. Then they want to tell you you're bad mouthing the kid, but you do it every time. The people in these SWAC groups, the people in these SWAC public groups or whatever, I read you bash more kids than I could ever imagine. You'll talk about how this kid isn't good, how that kid isn't good. Oh, we need better this, we need better that. But let me come on my platform and say, hey, this kid is not good because he can't do X, Y, Z right. As a football player, I'm bad mouthing a kid. I'm bringing HBCU schools down. This is where I have a problem because I won't even go because as soon as I bring up a PWI or a Power 5 school, you think I'm saying it's because it's white. No, I'm just giving you another example. We could go to a high-level FCS school, right? If you go to a high-level FCS school, do you not think those kids get criticized? Do you not think that quarterbacks, receivers, running backs, that they don't get criticized for big games, for big losses, for bad play? You see it all the time. You guys love to call these kids when it benefits your argument, but when you want to call the kids when it comes to football, I'm the bad guy. They're kids when you want to say, oh, they're not bad and they're not. But then when they're not helping your team, they transfer out. Then the kid couldn't cut it. Oh, the kid couldn't compete. Oh, the kid wasn't good. What's the difference? So are you ready for the real exposure that comes with all the publicity and eyes on? No, because you know what that also comes with? It comes with accountability. So that's what Alcorn is seeing right now. It comes with accountability. You've been doing this for so long, and Fred McNair has been letting you get away with it for so long. And now that eyes are on it, he brings up to the media and it catch fire. Now you have it. Oh, even GSPN, when he called into the show, said, it's been going on a long time and we've been keeping a lot of things in house. That happens when you don't have eyes on and you want to keep everything as a family organization and you want to keep it in house. You want to keep it. Listen, let's keep it 100. We're all black and we all know the slogan. What happens in this house stays in this house. What black mama and daddy did not tell us that. We know. Stop snitch. Like, we know the rules. We know the rules. It's embedded in the culture. It's not just a school. We as black people do that in everything we do. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is that at the end of the day, are you ready for exposure? I don't believe you are, because you're not ready for all the outsiders that it comes with, because you keep trying to fight that. All right. You keep telling people who want to support Dion or the Primettes and want to come into that they don't have SWAC hours. What the hell does that mean if they want to watch your football that wasn't being watched before only by you? What does that mean? You're steady trying to kick. Do you think, well, I don't care. Do you think Alabama, half the people who root for Alabama have never touched the campus, have never walked around the campus, have never seen a public figure? I see more people with roll tie in the back of their windows, and I'll ask them, have they gone to college? Have you gone to Alabama A&M? No, I'm just from Alabama, and woo, roll tie. Like, okay, okay. But if a black person who likes Dion wants to root for Jackson State, it's a problem because they don't have SWAC hours. What sense does that make? When your brand gets expanded, more people outside of what you know comes into the play. It's not, that shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. But you guys make it a problem. You guys are you are so unwilling to grow. You're so unwilling to grow. You have, and it's not everybody. Most people love the new publicity. Some people love that there's over 15 to 20 HBCU YouTubes popping up left and right. Some people love that. And some people say, oh, I don't like that. They're just trying to exploit our culture. We're black. And if we're not black, the white people, they talk about football too. They talk about football too. You don't have no problem with white people discussing NFL issues. You don't have any problem with white people, college analysts, discussing a football game that's predominantly black. You don't have any issues with that. But as soon as white people come into the space of an HBCU, who are you to tell us? It's a football. He's not telling you what you should do at your school. He's not telling you that HBCU shouldn't be HBCUs. He's not doing any of that. He's simply discussing football. And you tell me you're ready for exposure? No, you're trying to be Blockbuster and hold on to what you have. And it hasn't grown. It has not grown. So take accountability. Take what comes with it. Take the new with the bad. Grow. Expand your mind. Expand the possibilities. Expand the people. You might get white people to like HBCUs. It's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to make it less black. The pageantry is still going to be there. I might not like the bands, but a white guy might like. He's like, oh man, I ain't never seen a band get down like that. It's okay. It's all right. Nobody is trying to steal what is yours. White people have been doing that for years. Okay. And if they do it, it ain't nothing new. All right. So what I'm saying to you guys, and I'm gonna take your caller 0284. I'm gonna get to you. I promise you. All right. All I'm saying is simply this. Are you ready for it? Do you want the exposure? Yes. Do you like what comes with the exposure? You don't. Most of y'all don't. Y'all don't like new infiltrators. Y'all don't like new bandwagon fans. Y'all don't like new eyes on. Y'all don't like that. I don't know why. We're not hurting what you already had. We're really not. We're just trying to help it grow. If somebody new sees it, come on, man. Y'all need to grow the hell up, bro. Be grown men. All right. Let me get the first caller. And women, grown men and women. All right. Go ahead. What's up, DeAndre? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man? I totally agree. I actually thought about that. Obviously, I went to a HBCU. Exposure comes with good and bad. And one thing, I was watching Dion's interview on, their press conference, and where he basically called out Alcorn for what's going on, and that comes with it,
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that, you can't take the good with the bad. If somebody gets in trouble, it is absolutely going to, it's going to see the masses now, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly Alcorn got somebody, got trainers all of a sudden, because I guess the person who interviewed Dion, because Dion asked, do they got trainers now? Because I can make one phone call, and I was like, yeah, they got trainers now. But to me, that is the problem with most HBCUs. is that they're just not progressive enough
Agreed.
and everything.
Agreed.
You know, they want exposure, but at their rate and on their time and when they want to do it. And that's just not the way it goes. You know, if I wait on you to do exposure at your rate, hell, you're gonna miss out on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if the SWAC is smart, it'd be better for them to, I don't know none of the relationships, but they would use Dion really to push the agenda forward. He probably has, outside of Fred Mayer, the most, and Maynard, the most job security. Neither of them three aren't worried about their jobs, whether they go 0-10 or 10-0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they could say whatever, to be
Mhm.
honest. They could say whatever, wherever they feel, they would use them three to push the agenda forward. So you're right. They have to get used to it. Alabama, they take the good and the bad. If somebody gets arrested, hey, Alabama's all over ESPN. They win the national championship, they're all over ESPN.
Yeah.
So that is what comes with it. So if not, they'll be left behind.
Yeah. My thing, and I had a comment. That said, everybody loves a winner, so Alabama's not a good excuse. I can use that for every PWI. I can use that for USC. I can use that for Penn State.
Yep.
I could use that for Maryland. I love Maryland. Never. I've been on the campus, but I ain't take no class at Maryland. I rock Maryland because that's my state. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Morgan. I don't like Bowie. Like and I'm from come on. Like a winner has nothing to do with you rooting for a school in that brand. And does Maryland have a problem with me buying the Maryland gear? No. Would Maryland have a problem with me being a bandwagon fan? No. So why does HBCUs fight it so much when Deion brings all this extra exposure and this is now the case? Like you see all this influx of new fandom, influx of new people, and now it's a problem. It's okay to have an influx of bandwagon fans. You want that.
That is the way you build your program.
Yes.
Is because obviously you have your alumni and they're your alumni.
Mm-hmm.
But what you want, somebody who, you know what, I could give $100 or I may like this shirt and I could say how A&T does their marketing is great,
Mm-hmm.
But you need the bandwagon fans. Them are the ones that put you over top. Yeah, you have your alumni who are going to do what they want. But you need the alumni to bring somebody else or somebody to be like, I like that color. Or, this, that, and the other. That's where Alabama gets more people that spend on Alabama than their alumni.
Man, listen, I know a girl, for real, no lie. Her whole family's from Alabama. She has not gone to one, hadn't stepped foot on the campus, has a whole room decked out in Alabama Roll Tide gear. What I'm saying to you is that people outside of the SWAC it's normal. That is normal. There's probably people from Jackson, Mississippi who have never taken a class at Jackson State, but they love Jackson State. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? They fight it so much, but it's a problem. Now that exposure comes, it's like you said, it's going to come with positivity. It's going to come with negativity. It comes on both ends. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
And the thing is if I'll say the SWAC as a whole don't understand that Jackson State will be the only one to benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Robinson understands that. Deion understands that. People are going to come strictly to see. They'll come to the city. They'll try the food. All that affects everybody. That affects that. So you're going to have more people coming to Jackson State. I've been in Mississippi I ain't never been to Jackson though.
Yeah.
So that exposure is going to have people, coming to check out the campus, coming to check this out. When they play other people, they may not be able to get in Jackson, but if somebody lives in Alabama, like, you know what? I'm going to go to see them play A&M, and that. So,
good example, right? And
really,
a good example. I'm going to let you go, right? Like Blue Bloods, my homeboy Blue, right? He covers. He's from Auburn, graduated from Auburn fan. He likes Alabama A&M. Like that's the squad he rolled with. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got a new fan based off what Deion and exposure has brought to HBCU. Now Alabama A&M has a whole new fan for and who's to say that he can't bring one of his family members and like, hey, yo, come to a game with me. Hey, check this out. Hey, have you seen this school? All that type of stuff comes with it, and they're trying to stop it, and I don't know why. But hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Okay.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, Scotty.
What's goody?
Yo, I'm even I blame myself for the exposure problem too, because I'm a student here at A&M, and I kind of find it odd. I go around Huntsville, and I see people who I know for a fact didn't go to university where I studied. But then again, I think about it. It's good exposure on our part, because a lot of people, when you walk around, they're like, okay, what's up, I'm A&M, whoop to whoop. And it's more exposure for the school, possible donations. And you never know who's watching. That might be a potential donor for the school.
Exactly. Right. So good example, right? So my girl, she loves Alabama A&M. Like that's her squad. You know what I'm saying? Like she loves a kill. She loves juice. She ain't never seen Huntsville. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't never seen Huntsville. She ain't never been to Huntsville, and she lives in Atlanta, and she walks around with the Akil Glass shirt, and people ask her about it, and they'll say, "Yo, what's that?" And she'll say, "Oh, this is Akil Glass from Alabama A&M." Like that's how it grows. You know what I'm saying? It's just those little things like that just grow because it helps. You know how they say like any little bit helps? That's what that means. Any little bit helps. And it could be somebody. Go ahead.
I was about to say this a weird thing. Alabama, the University of Alabama and Alabama A&M, it's a weird thing that's happening. It's like I can tell somebody I'm from A&M and they will follow up with Roll Tide. Yeah, it's the weirdest shit in the world.
Because
Alabama and Roll Tide. I'm like, nah, bro.
I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you, I'll be 100% honest with you. 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't even know what Auburn was. I didn't even know Auburn was in Alabama. No, I'm lying. Until Cam Newton won the national championship, I didn't know that Auburn was even in Alabama. All I knew about was Alabama. Like I'm not lying. You see what I'm saying? So when I found out Auburn was in Alabama, I was like, oh shoot, okay, cool. So I thought there was only 2 schools in Alabama. I knew nothing about Alabama A&M. I knew nothing about Alabama State. I knew nothing about South Alabama. I ain't know nothing about none of those. You see what I'm saying? So once it takes the exposure. Like you see Cam Newton be on the national stage like that. It got me to see him, and I'm like, oh shoot, where's Auburn at? Oh, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So it takes somebody like Deion to push the HBCU market in the national spotlight, and then people are also saying, oh, there's other schools in Alabama. Oh, there's a school in here, and there's a school there. Oh, Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, okay, that's what happens.
Oh yeah, and before I went to A&M, honestly, I kid you not, I did not know A&M existed. I didn't know Alabama State existed. Miles College. I was oblivious to all the HBCUs in Alabama, so any exposure is another recruitment for the schools for enrollment. Honestly.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all, listen, man. Y'all in this chat, boy, y'all are so, I can't even concentrate because y'all in this chat be so disrespectful, bro. Like, for real, y'all are y'all are beyond disrespectful. I can't even be serious because y'all be over here going hard in these comments in this chat, boy. I swear I got the livest chat on HBC. I swear I got the livest chat, period. Y'all are so funny, bro. I swear to God, y'all are so funny. Chat room goons, chat room comedians, chat room goons, all that, man. Throw it all in there. Throw every last bit of that in there. Y'all are too funny, bro. But back to the topic at hand, for real, right? So with SWAC, fans, you have to bring some type of understanding, right? You have to let this ownership factor that you don't want to share with anybody, you got to let that go, right? Because you have to understand, okay, even with a PWI, right? Even with a PWI, there has to be some point in time where they have to deal with negativity. They deal with fans that haven't gone to the school, that talk bad about Alabama. They deal with school PWIs and group of five people deal with people that haven't gone to university. I got a friend in the military, loves Colorado, loves the University of Colorado, ain't stepped foot on the campus, but he talks hella. Oh, I can't. Them Buffaloes, they suck. They this, they that. I'm like, that's the school he's riding with, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just because somebody takes an interest in your school and can also speak negatively about the football, all right? We're not talking. See, you guys take talking bad about football and the band as talking bad about the school. That is two different things. They are mutually exclusive. I can talk bad about, well, first, I can't talk about bad about nobody band because I don't even understand how the band work. So I just say if I like it or don't. But if we're talking about football, you guys take it so personally that you think they're talking about the state of the institution. That is not true. That is not true. Just because somebody has a problem with how a program is ran or how something is brought up, or no, man, like, come on, like, that's not how that works. That is not how that works. And you have to understand that. Do you think NFL fans care if you aren't from Dallas? You think Jerry Jones care if you're not from Dallas and you root for the Cowboys? Do you think the LA Chargers care if you're not from LA and you root for the Chargers? They don't give a damn. As long as you spend your money and support the brand, they don't care. Jackson State fans, Alcorn fans, Grambling fans, UAPB fans, you should not care if somebody is supporting your brand if they haven't gone to the actual. I don't give a damn, they're not from the state. Does it matter? It does not matter. Just happily spend your money, all right, and get to it and accept it. Cool. We got another bandwagon. That's great. But you guys having this, I want to say like a rite of passage. Did you go to the school? Did you go to an HBCU? Where's your SWAC hours? Like, do I need a damn resume to root for a team? I need a resume to root for a team. Come on, man. Hold on, guys. I am trying to get my conference call working, but it is not working right now. Hold on. Yeah, this joker is really not working. Wow. All right, guess I can't be taking calls. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out, guys, but it's not working. Sorry about that. But yeah, man. So that is my thing. That's my issue. Oh my god, this is really bothering me now because I really want people to call in if they can. Yeah, I'm assuming I'm trying to quit out of it, but it won't. Even when I quit it, it won't. It won't shut down, and I probably have to restart my computer, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, fire for the effect. Technology never wants to work when you need it to. Never wants to work when you need it to. If I had my phone with me, I could take. Yeah. Yep, that's done. All right. So, yeah. So anyway, Task Manager not on Macs. I don't know how to get to Task Manager on Macs. Sorry. Anybody got some help? I would love to tell. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Found it. Hey, man, appreciate that, bro. Y'all over here helping a brother out. Let me see. I found the Task Manager on Mac. That's what's up. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this fixed. All right. Let me see if that helped. Nope. Still didn't work. All right. Anyway. So back to the topic, right? Because I really want people. Oh, this is really I'm so sorry. This is gonna really bother me, right? Did you power down? Did you power down? Listen, I will have to reset, but I don't want to reset because I don't know if it's definitely gonna mess up the Let me try to go from it online. Let me try that real quick. Yeah, let me try to do it. Boom. Boom. Host me now. Cancel. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it from online. So let me try that guy real quick. Yeah, I want y'all to bear with me. I do apologize. They could call me. Oh, I'm not. I'm not hating. Yeah, that junk is not working. I am really hot right now. Extensions. Sub. Tab. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut this down. All right, because this is gonna really bother me. Scotty carries a beeper. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut this down and reopen it. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna try to come back in, but yeah. So we're gonna do a part 2 to this. All right. Appreciate you guys. I did that. Yeah, I did that. Hook up. All right, that's what's up. All right, we back on. So y'all can call in. We're good to go.
You are the only participant in the conference.
All right. So can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Are we still good? I see it's still rolling. I just need to hear you. Am I still good? I need some response in the chat. We still good? Yeah, we good. We good. We here. We fresh. We live. We in it. We here. Bet. All right, back to this exposure. I did that. I ain't gonna hide. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm pretty excited. I did that. Real quick restart. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So listen. So are HBCUs ready for exposure? 516-259-9041. 516-259-9041. Good morning, Ty. Appreciate you for joining for the morning show. You know what I'm saying? So listen, kind of do a quick little recap. I talked about how HBCU schools they don't like new people. All right. No new friends, no new compadres, none of that. All right. What they also don't like is what they feel as though you're diluting, or I don't want to say diluting. That's not a really good word. I would say that they don't like that the new influx of people. Well, Jackson State loves all the new people. All right. Let me just say that they love all the new people in the publicity. I'm just talking about most people outside of that. They'll hit you with the SWAC hours. No, you know what? I can't even. I've got some pushback from some Jackson State fans. I ain't even gonna hold you. Even with me being a bandwagon, they'll tell me what do I know? Why am I talking about that? You know what I'm saying? Why Jackson State? Because Bama Coach Prime is there. That's why. That's why Jackson State. All right. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't understand the hate. I don't understand the haterism. The player hater in some of these SWAC fans that you push back so hard when it comes to exposure. You talk about how you've been on TV for ages, but your football was trash. Nobody was checking for y'all, except people from y'all, except people who knew about y'all. Nobody was checking for y'all. Stop playing. Stop it. You're lying. Even with the Bayou Classic, I don't give a damn that it was on ABC. Ain't nobody was watching that. Ain't nobody was watching that. Celebration Bowl. Whoop-de-doo. Like, that's not even, what? The SWAC MEAC Challenge. The reason that was so hot is because Dion. People just wanted to see what HBCU football looks like. Come on, man. Like, stop. It's the madness that but this, I spoke about this earlier, and I really want to reinforce how upset this makes me, right? Or how much this bothers me. And you can call me, you can call me emotional. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I made up the term. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. Is how people talk about the kids. They hate. Listen, if you play college football, you will be criticized. You will be critiqued. You will be talked about at every level. The only reason you're not talked about at an HBCU level because nobody gave a damn. Everybody talks about, oh, we want to protect the kids, protect the kids, protect the kids. But y'all be the same grown-ass men and women in these chats dogging the hell out these kids. Talking about how this kid, you talking about kids' character, how they didn't want to compete and how they didn't want to do this and they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to stay and fight. You don't know these kids. You don't know these kids. You don't know what their motivation was for leaving or staying. But y'all be the first ones to talk about them. But then when I get on here and I break down on film what the issue is or what the problem is, then y'all want to shoot the messenger like, oh, don't talk about the kids, Scotty. You're defaming our kids, Scotty. Oh, the HBCU culture, we don't do that here. Because nobody gave a damn about y'all football. That's exactly why nobody wanted to critique your kids. People go, listen, these kids are 19, 20. They're not kids. They're grown men and women. Stop calling these Bama's kids. Most of these kids can join the army tomorrow. They're grown. If they were in the military, then you say they're men. They're men and women. They're not kids. Stop it. They're grown men and women. They have to make grown. Some of these kids got kids, so they grown. Come on, man. Stop it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's going on, Scott? It's
What's up?
Joke.
What's
I
good?
just want to talk about this exposure. I know about only HBCUs I knew about was Southern and Grambling, and I knew about the Bayou Classic. That's because I grew up in New Orleans. Now, I've been in Atlanta since 2001, and I never heard of a SWAC MEAC challenge. I never heard of a Celebration Bowl. I just realized, and I live in Atlanta. I never heard about it till this year. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful for Dion because I love supporting my people. And I'm thankful for Dion for bringing eyes to the SWAC. Because now, shit, I know about all these teams I never knew about. It was only 3 HBCU schools I knew with Jackson State, Grambling, and Southern. That's the only ones I ain't never heard. No A&T, no Alabama. I never heard of them until this year. You know what I mean? So I just want to appreciate what you're doing because, like I said, you my ESPN. I don't watch ESPN in the morning no more. I'd be looking for you to come on. I'm glad you came on this morning.
Hey, appreciate it,
That's
Joe.
all I gotta say, man.
Hey, appreciate it.
All right.
And people like Joe is the reason. How are you in this? You're in the same state where most of these big bowl games happen. You know nothing about it. That comes with exposure. Listen, okay, great example. Great example, right? I'm gonna ask you guys a question, right? Has anybody on this stream seen the show, the TV series Yellowstone? All right. I'm gonna ask it again. I'm gonna say it very slow. Has anybody on this stream seen the show Yellowstone? All right. It comes on Paramount. All right. It's actually a pretty good show. All right. If you haven't, it's because you haven't been exposed to it. It's always been there. It's always been something you can go watch. But if you haven't been exposed to it, you would never know. All right. It's the same thing on the opposite side. If I ask you, have you heard about Love and Hip Hop? All right. Some people will say Love and Hip Hop. What's that? But most black people are going to say, hell yeah, I've heard of Love and Hip Hop. That shit is good. Or I watched that. Or it's all about exposure. How much is behind it? How much is pushing it? How many people are out in it? Is all about exposure. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. It's like a non-mainstream. It's an underground artist. And that's what SWAC was, an underground artist. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty, what's going on, bro?
What's up?
I want to give my two cents in regards to there's a misperception of how exposure works.
Go ahead.
And I know it's a big hoopla about Coach Prime and Jackson State and all of this. And what people fail to realize is people equate Coach Sanders with directly going to the league. Let's make no mistake about it, bro. Out of all them people that he has over there at Jackson State, you may have one that's going to come out of there that's going to go to the league.
Facts.
Let's just be honest.
Maybe one or two.
And then the other part is, right, and then the advantage to Coach Prime being in the SWAC, it brings exposure to spectators, meaning fans, us. A lot of people that graduated from these universities get an opportunity to see these teams. But don't think for a minute, because they have more televised HBCU games, more guys are going to go to the league. Because see, what people fail to realize is if you can play, if you don't play a single HBCU game on TV, if you can play football, the NFL is going to find you.
Facts.
And if you televise all the HBCU games, if you can play, they're going to find you. If you can't play, they're not going to find you. So the reality of it is, whether Coach Prime is the head coach at Jackson State or anybody else, if you cannot play, you're not going to go to the league, because as much as people love Coach Prime, every last one of those coaches that's in the league, their jobs are based upon whether or not they have guys that can play. So Deion Sanders is a Hall of Famer himself. He can play ball, but he cannot vouch for a single player. Nugget, none of those guys. Everybody think Nugget is this big-time guy, and he's a good football player. I'm just using him as
go ahead. You're good.
But the reality of it is, guys that are his size and his speed, you can find him a dime a dozen all over the place. So Nugget is just one player. All those guys, people are using HBCUs no different. Just because Coach Prime, they just highlighted. He has more recruits there because of him. Those guys equate Deion Sanders to going to the league. But the reality of it is, every big-time player that come out of these big programs get to the HBCUs the same. Either those guys were unhappy and they wanted to transfer, or one of them got in trouble and they wanted to transfer. None of those guys are just flat out saying, you know what, the hell with Alabama, the hell with Georgia. That wide receiver that came from Alabama was a walk-on. He just came from Alabama.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys that's in these big programs are transferred. There's a reason behind it, other than a lot of the guys that's coming in from high school, but they think because they're going to Jackson State that they're going to the league. 90% of them guys are not going to the league, but what exposure, what he's doing for the SWAC at HBCUs is giving us an opportunity to see it on TV. It's giving us an opportunity to wear our T-shirts, boast and to brag and see what's going on our campuses and celebrate it. But let's not get it misconstrued. If you can play, the league is going to find you.
That's big.
So
facts.
ain't no recruiter sitting on ESPN looking at games thinking that they're going to have an opportunity to go get them guys to go to the league. It just doesn't work like that. But there is a benefit. But ultimately, him being in the SWAC or not being in the SWAC is not going to get any less kids in the SWAC. I mean, in the league. It's just not going to happen.
I agree. What's your name, man? I didn't get your name.
Oh, it's Wes from Georgia.
Hey, great call, Wes. And you're speaking facts, my guy. Real talk. Because at the end of the day, like you said, when people came to Deion, they were like, "Oh, he can get me to the league." That's why, if we're being 100% honest, he has to get some players drafted for that stigma to keep growing. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't get anybody, if undrafted is not bad, it's really not that bad. But if you get some players drafted, then that brand can grow, and now you can really, really get some high level top players. And it goes the same for any of the schools in the SWAC. And to kind of go back to your point, I talked to a coach that was part of that Rick Comedy era, and he said from that team alone, they had over 3 or 4 people get three get drafted, or 3 got drafted, or 3 got undrafted or something, but they made careers in the NFL. So it's not faux pas that you just need Deion to go pro. Like you said, if you can play, they will find you. It's just that simple.
But let me make this point before you go. And the thing is, talent-wise, there are plenty of NFL guys that are in HBCU ball. Let's not get it twisted, because I'm from Alabama A&M University, and we had several guys to go to the league and have an opportunity to make practice squad. So let's not don't get it twisted. There's plenty of NFL talent, but a lot of people that make comments and a lot of these super fans and stuff don't understand is you have to also fit. You got to fit a criteria in order to even get considered. You got guys 6'5", 260 pounds on these rosters that can't play a lick. But Nick Saban and some of these guys are willing to get them opportunity because they fit that description. They pass the eye test.
Yeah, the
so
measurables.
The thought process behind making it to the league is, for example, the Ezra guy, the running back from Alabama State.
Yeah.
He's a big-time running back. But if you look at all of the universities and these players, what they're thinking is, this guy's an NFL talent. He can play. But I can find the same guy, the same speed, size, agility, and everything, 4 inches taller and 30 pounds heavier. So he's a pro talent. Don't get me wrong. A lot of these guys are pro talents, but when you start talking about a plethora of guys to choose from, so it's just easier. It doesn't mean that they can't play. It's just easier when you can go Alabama and I'm not defending it, because I hope more players go to the league from HBCUs. But what people fail to realize is a lot of the guys that we would either consider going to the league out of HBCUs are kids that we're stealing from these Power Fives that are going to the HBCUs.
Facts.
Or transferring, or whatever you want to call it. These guys that they're highlighted, let's be honest, in Jackson State, half of them guys ain't going. I'm just going to be real. They're not going, bro.
Because like you said, they don't pass measurable tests. Some of them don't even pass the measurable test.
Right. You know what I mean? But they thinking in their mind, if I can go with them because of, the interviews and because of the attention that we're getting, you know what I mean, I'm going to go to the league. And that's not the case. What he's doing is, again, allowing us to get opportunity to see our universities. And not only that, just like they got the big rig down there, they got the practice facility, they get all this stuff. That is more of a benefit to the HBCUs. When you bring that attention, that's leveling the playing field. Even though I may not get a chance to go to the league, or I'm not at the University of Georgia, I still have University of Georgia practice fields, facilities, travel, jerseys, things of that nature. That's the benefit.
Yeah,
but
the
experience
experience
behind going to a Jackson State or HBCU to go to the league is, if you can play, you'll get an opportunity. If you can't, you will not go.
Hey, appreciate the call, Wes.
Hey, take it easy.
Hey, that was a good call right there. Listen, Ty, I like this question, but will the exposure leave when Deion leaves? I think the headlines will leave. If Deion leaves, the headlines will leave. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going, because everything he says, Deion can say, hey, I don't like mayo, I like ketchup. Headlining news, Deion doesn't like mayo, but he loves ketchup. Like you're going to see a headline, whatever Deion says, it becomes a headline, becomes news, it becomes a topic. I mean, people are literally clipping clips of him talking to his team on their YouTube channel to get views. Like that's called, like he can literally say, hey guys, we didn't play well. We need to do better. Somebody would clip that video, put it on YouTube, and it'll get like 10,000 views. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So will that go away? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's clipping Frank McNair's Monday conversation talk and putting it on their YouTube channel and getting like 5,000 views. That's out the window. All right. So the headlines, yes, they go away. When Deion leaves, the headline goes away. All right. Now you're still going to have me, Cut. You're still going to have us pundits talking, because now you've brought us here in this space, and now we stay here in this space. You know what I'm saying? I like this space. I like growing in this space. I like communicating. I like going to the games. I like being a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, do I understand when Deion leaves that you probably won't see a lot of Jackson State videos on my channel? Yeah, because it's not the hot thing. It's not hot anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't make this a Jackson State channel. Do Jackson State get talked about a lot? Because they're headliners. But I don't want to make this is damn sure not a Jackson State channel. I can tell you that right now. I mean, you can, regardless of what you see in the background, this is not a Jackson State channel. All right, I call it like I sees it. I don't give a damn if it was UAPB. I'm giving you all the smoke. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's why I feel like I'm the most objective person next to my man Blue and Cut. We all neutral. I ride. I got a bandwagon team, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That's it, is what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that. So that's the answer to your question. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I can't promise. I can't promise that everybody will stay. I really can't. I hope they do. I hope we all, we kind of grow. We call ourselves the new SWAC order. You know what I'm saying? That includes me, Cut, everybody new, right? So pretty much me, Cut, Spotlight, Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like CFL. We call ourselves the new SWAC order because we don't have any SWAC hours, but we in here making SWAC content. You know what I'm saying? And we do it because we love football, and we love analyzing, breaking down the game. It wouldn't have mattered to me if it was pro, D2, D3. I love football. All right, that's what it is. So that's what exposure brings. It brings new eyes. It bring new opinions. Brings new thoughts and processes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. So how do we keep the foundation? The foundation has already been set by people like yourself, Ty, people like this. What me and what the new SWAC order is about building on top of that foundation. All right. You guys, and I'm being honest, you guys had a 2-bedroom house. All right. You guys had a 3-bedroom house, and the doors the paint was peeling, the shingles were coming off, the windows weren't energy efficient. You know what I'm saying? But it was your house. It was paid for. You owned it. You loved it. You know what I'm saying? It kept you warm at night. But from there, what Prime did was take that old house out and built a high rise so more people can get in it. You see what I'm saying? So more people can get in it. And now you're looking at it like, I liked my old house. I liked that I had to, put the fan in the ceiling and get a breeze. You know what I'm saying? I like that I had to, had a gas oven that I had to start with a lighter. I like that. But everybody else is like, bro, we got this new condo. You see the furniture, you see the marble floors, tiptoeing in my Jordans. We all here, you know what I'm saying? We over here clacking on the marble. You know what I'm saying? We got the new fridge, we got the new oven. You know what I'm saying? We got the sunroof, we got balconies. We looking over everybody. We looking over the water. You know what I'm saying? And y'all like, but I liked my old house. I liked I like the furniture with the plastic on it. Don't nobody want no furniture with no plastic on it. We ain't trying to get stuck. We over here, we got chinchilla wall, we got chinchilla, man. We got the plush floors. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We eating 10 chicken nuggets. We eating 6 chicken nuggets throwing 4 away because we got it like that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Take your shoes off at the door type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at that old house, you was wiping your feet when you left the house. He was like, I ain't trying to get the concrete dirty. You over here wiping your feet off when you leave the house. Now you wiping your feet off and you taking your shoes off. You know what I'm saying? That's what Dion has done to the SWAC. And now everybody like, oh, that's a nice condo. Hey, they got rooms for sale. Y'all got rooms for sale? Huh? Oh, this is nice. What? Oh, what's that? Oh, is that chinchilla? What is that? Velvet? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people are doing now. And people are just, you know, casually strolling in. Oh, I want to live here. I want to be here. I want to be Alabama A&M. I want to be UAPB. That's what it is now. Accept it. But now, all y'all old heads and y'all want to talk about, oh my God, I loved my 3-bedroom house with no windows. Listen, it had culture. It had substance. It meant something to me. You know, my grandmother's grandmother was born in that house. Okay. We picked cotton in the backyard. You feel me? Shoot, we used to have Bayou Classics right down the street. That's what y'all sound like. And we like, these Bamas really don't want a condo. They do not want this high rise. All right. So, all right, man. I be like, all right, man, I guess if that's what y'all doing, if that's what y'all want. All right, bet. Let me take this caller. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Mike? Talk to me.
Not much. So something I'm gonna say, but I'm actually glad that you, CFL, Cut Day, Blue, I'm actually glad that y'all actually doing what y'all doing for the SWAC. Because to be real, it was kind of getting dull just seeing, no offense to me, it was getting dull seeing Clemson, Alabama, and all them just, you know, go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Never really had nobody actually, you know, recording the SWAT. And yeah, I found your show and then seen Cut Day and then Blue and then CFL. It's like I'm more interested in actually learning about, you know, the different HBCUs, and like you're real though. You can't get this from anybody else. You can't even get it from, I'm gonna say you can't get it from Tiger 1400 either.
Appreciate that, man.
You can't. And the only thing that I have been seeing is you improve your platform. I've been seeing you being in the trenches and actually putting in that damn work. You give everybody a fair shot. You know, everybody, JSU fans or family or everybody else be thinking that, oh, you just be hating. No, you're not hating. You just.
No, I just keep it real. Listen, I'm 100%. Listen, anybody that I've grown up with, if I brought them on the channel, they'll tell you straight up. They was like, yo, when they met me, they couldn't stand me because I just keep it real. I just tell it like it is. I've always been like that. Since I was a little kid, I used to get in trouble at school because I used to just always say what I felt, how I feel, and opinionated. I've just been that kid. You know what I'm saying? So now people think that they're gonna shut me up. Listen, I'm 31 years old. I've been doing this for 31 years. If you think you're gonna stop me now, shut up. I am who I am. Like, it's not. Nobody gonna stop this.
Man, Offscript, don't let nobody stop you, bro. Man, you can't be who you are, man. There ain't no wrong with talking your shit and actually being proud, actually having pride in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not, because at the end of the day, I didn't know anybody other than CFL and the rest of y'all. I didn't know anybody else that was actually putting the sweat name out. I wouldn't even know all this stuff about, you know, what Deion Sanders is doing and all this. I wouldn't know any of these things. I wouldn't known about Alabama A&M. I wouldn't known about Akil Glass. I wouldn't known about Skylar Perry. I wouldn't known about what's his name? Lamar Odom Jackson that played for Southern. Wouldn't know none about any of them. It wasn't for y'all. So I'm gonna leave with this. Keep putting in that work. Keep doing great things for our community. And I appreciate everything y'all do. Peace.
Hey, appreciate it, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I'm not and my girl could tell y'all if she was here, she'd tell you I'm not the biggest, like, you gotta like compliment me type of guy. But I'm not gonna lie, you get a lot. I like the hate doesn't bother me, but you just be like, bro, like, can y'all not, like, y'all really don't see the bigger picture? Like, people are really blind, like, to that fact. So when you get people like Malachi who call in, and, you know, M4 Clips, Yogi, you know, Sean Aaron, Ty, when you guys be like, hey, we love the show, man, keep doing it and stuff like that, that just motivates me to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it motivates me to fight through all the stupid stuff and keep putting out content, good, bad, or indifferent, however y'all feel. And I give you guys the same opportunity to criticize me just like I criticize anything else. That's, to me, is the fair part about it. You are more than willing to call in and say, Scotty, you ain't shit. I'm like, I'm not shit. Goddamn. Please tell me how I'm not shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll sit here. I might cut you off a couple times to ask you a question, but I'll let you get your opinion across and we're going to have a conversation. That's all it is. It's a conversation. And some people, once again, when you get exposed, all right, when you listen, it's the same thing. Listen. This is how you SWAC fans sound when it comes to exposure, right? Here's how it sounds. Somebody can say something like this. This is what y'all sound like. It's like a girl finding that their guy cheated, right? So it'd be something like this. The girl come to the guy and say, "You been cheating on me?" And the guy would be like, "You went through my phone?" That's what y'all sound like. That's exactly what y'all sound like. Y'all are the guy. SWAC fans are the guy. And us new people are the girl. And we be like, "So you cheating?" "I'm not cheating. I saw it. Oh, so you gonna go through my phone? You gonna go through my phone? That's what we doing. We going through each other's phones now." You be like, "Hold on, that's not." Wait a minute. The point is, you suck in football. But you ain't got no SWAC hours. But you ain't go to Jackson. But wait. Hold on. You're missing. Hold on. Wait. No. I wasn't ready. Like, no. Like, because I didn't go to Jackson State. I can't tell you about your football being trash. I can't do that. No, see, because you ain't go to Jackson. Okay, because you okay. So I can't tell you that your facilities are bad because I didn't go to Jackson. Nah, you can't talk about my school. You ain't even going. You not even from Mississippi. You not from the 601. You not from that. So hold on. Let me get this straight. So because I'm not from the 601, I can't talk to you about your football being bad. Got it. That's what y'all sound like. That's exactly what you sound like. Bonk. All right. Can't get no better than that. Scotty, I appreciate you always. I lost one of my younger brothers. Something to the gun violence. I swear your show kept me head up, and I love football somewhere. But I'm so glad, Ty, for real. I'm so sorry for your loss, for real. But I'm glad I can keep you entertained and keep you happy and keep you going. And listen, I've lost family members to gun violence as well. I know that's a tough thing to go through. But just make sure, you always got a home here, Ty. Okay. You can always call in and talk to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Talk some football, talk some stuff. And we can get, I'm as much as I talk smack, I like to make this a family. You know, people calling all the time and I know people and stuff. So listen, I'm here for you, Ty. I'm here for you. All right. That's what it is. All right. I'm glad I could be there for you. Nah, you good. Listen, you never gonna bring the vibe down, Ty. We got you. People in the comments and chat, they got you as well. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come on now. We gonna have our fun, but we gonna pump you up. All right. Did you not hear all the people that was listen, girl? If your Instagram alone was popping because of your boy, you feel me? People was coming in there heavy trying to get the digits. Hey, Ty, can I get them digits? You feel me? Hey, Mark, you in here still? Mr. Fumble the Bag could have had you a wife. Mark could have had him a wife over there playing games. Oh, man. Hey, calling you live. Talk to me.
Scotty.
What's up? Talk to me.
Yo, man, this is your boy A&T Roy.
What's up, A&T?
Oh, man, come on, Scotty. You got to do the whole thing. A&T Roy.
Oh, God. Like a pimp named Slickback. It goes together. A&T Roy. I got you. I got you.
Hey, man, listen. I missed most of your show. I just happened to be rolling by on YouTube.
No, you're good.
I don't know what's going on with the SWAC being ready for exposure, but hey, listen, the Aggies been ready. We've been out here doing this thing, man.
Y'all been out here, huh? Y'all been out. Yeah,
been out here.
Oh, okay. So since y'all moved, y'all haven't been looking too good. Can we say that? Can we? Or am I allowed to say that, A&T Roy?
You know, I'm cool with what y'all saying. I don't know if you know this, but against Furman, all 4 of our starting defensive linemen were out because of COVID protocol.
Oh man, that
and
sounds
we lost our 4-star cornerback in the first defensive series.
Oh, that sounds like a personal problem, A&T Roy. That sounds like a personal problem.
It is. Hey, listen. I hope you watch this game this coming Saturday. We're getting ready to beat down our little sibling, North Carolina Central.
North Carolina. Let me see. And what time is that game? What time is that game?
6 o'clock Saturday on ESPN Plus.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Okay, because I mean, if I'm being honest, your boy Jermaine Martin ain't looking too hot. Listen, nobody want to talk about that though. Nobody want to talk about that though.
Let me tell you about it. Matter of fact, 2019 he didn't look very good in the first 2 games.
Oh, okay.
He really only broke that 60-some yard touchdown against Duke because their defensive end was just a step slow and missed tackling it, and he broke it. So I'm not too pressed by this right now. Our offensive line hadn't played in 2 years, so they're getting themselves together. I don't know if you saw the Duke game, but our first drive with our backup quarterback, because our starter got hurt against Furman, we held him out precautionary. We went on a 12-minute, 20-play touchdown drive against Duke. So, you know.
And what was the score of that? I'm sorry. What was the score of that game?
They beat us 45-17. Hey, we did 2 points better than what we did in 19.
Oh, not 2 points. Oh, not 2 points better. Oh man, look at y'all, boy. Listen, next thing you know, next year gonna be 3 points better. Oh man, y'all slowly climbing that tree. Y'all slowly getting up there.
We playing Wake Forest next time. That's the next ACC school we playing.
So so next time y'all probably gonna be 4 points better because Wake Forest is even worse than Duke. So man, y'all doing it.
I don't know, man. They kind of close. I don't know.
So that means they both gonna put up 45 on y'all. Then that's what you're saying. That's what it sounds like.
We'll see what's going on next time when we play them. We'll see what we got. I'll let y'all know before the season starts.
Okay.
Pretty much what we might not do. But I'm just calling in here saying, listen, we well ready. We lost the first 2 games, one against the Power 5. Furman got lucky. We had a bunch of people out. But we getting ready to make this thing look like what it's supposed to be. So tell the SWAC they can sit down and watch their king and Big Daddy. Oh, I don't know if you heard me do this. You don't know about this. I think it was probably 2019. I told all of HBCU land they need to go and look at Django Unchained. So you remember on there when your boy asked Bentina about what to do with Django, and she was talking about I don't know, Big Daddy. You remember her doing that?
Yeah, at the table.
And I know in the front before they went in the house.
Yeah. When he's pulling up. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is what I tell all the HBCUs. That's how they need to talk to us. They need to call us Big Daddy, just like Bentina was talking.
Hold up, time out, bro. Hold on. Listen. Y'all move. Listen, bro. Y'all left the block. Y'all was Debo. Listen, y'all was Debo on that block. In the MEAC, y'all was Debo. Now y'all over there looking like Martin Lawrence Blue Streak. Y'all not scary. All right, y'all not that guy. Y'all not that guy. Okay, so
You
let's
really-
not play,
You really only had one game now. We haven't played the Big South yet. We
sir.
haven't played Big South until 2 weeks.
Sir, listen. Nobody over there is scared of y'all. All right, I'm telling y'all right now. You have now. You guys are going back to being freshmen. Y'all were seniors at the MEAC doing all the big things. You have now become a freshman over there. So go ahead, get your game up first. Get your wins up. Get your stats up. All right. Can Jaman Martin get a 100-yard game? He's supposed to be all-world running back. He looks average. Okay. So let's can we keep it 100? Can we keep it a whole cold buck before you come on here talking about some Big Daddy? You left. You're not there no more. You know, y'all left the Owen and busted. Y'all at the new hotness, and you ain't really showing nothing yet. So when you show me something, then I'll be like, all right, cool. Beat Monmouth, and talk to me.
Hey, listen, man. Matter of fact, we're gonna beat Kennesaw State before we beat Monmouth.
Oh,
but hey, you know what? I get you. Here's what I'm
Troy? You know what, Troy? I don't even really talk about y'all like that. But if y'all lose, I'm writing your number right now. I'm gonna call you through my phone on this jank, and I'm gonna put you on blast. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
You talking about against Kennesaw State?
Oh yeah. Listen, I don't even call people. Like, I don't do that. But I would go out of my way to call you on my show. I don't care what I'm talking about. When I find out that score, I'm gonna put you on all the way blast. Do you hear me? And I'm a man of my word.
Call me. Hey, listen.
And if you win, if you win, you're more than welcome to call in too as well.
Yeah, matter of fact, here's what you're getting ready to see. You're gonna see us beat North Carolina Central. Now, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is we the king of HBCU football, even at 0-2 right now. Now,
how that sound?
The second thing I'm gonna tell you,
I said, how that sound? But go ahead.
Ain't nobody beat us. We won Celebration Bowl. We won 4 out of 5 Celebration Bowl.
Didn't FAMU beat y'all? Didn't FAMU beat y'all?
They all playing for second.
Didn't FAMU beat y'all? Didn't FAMU beat y'all?
Who?
FAM.
No.
Didn't FAM beat y'all?
Hey, yeah. You know what? That was, and then we won the national championship.
All right. You said nobody beat y'all. I just said FAM. I just said FAM beat y'all. So you said yeah. So what do you mean? I'm confused.
I get you. I get you. What I said was, we are the national champions, the last national champions. We the king of HBCU football right now.
Okay.
So FAM beat us in the regular season. Matter of fact, you can say that about more. They beat us during the regular season.
Yeah, so y'all
won the championship.
I mean, if y'all was really like that, y'all would be like Grambling and gone undefeated. If y'all was really like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all was really like that, but okay.
We did that in 2017.
But where we at now? Where we at now?
We in 21.
Do that in the Big South.
What I'm telling you. We are the current HBCU national champions, king of HBCU football, Big Daddy, whatever you want to call it. We getting ready to run through the Big South. You're going to see us beat, and these are kind of lowly teams. Robert Morris, North Alabama. Then we're going down to Kennesaw State and kick their tail at their homecoming. We're going to shut that triple option or whatever it is down. And then eventually Monmouth is coming to Aggieland. And they're going to get the business. Watch and see.
Hey, Mr. Campbell, it's a conference call. You on here too?
You know I had to call in. This better not be Troy that is on Facebook wasting folks' time in the HBCU lexicon. Now listen here, young man. I'm going to have to give it to you.
Wait.
Shut your mouth and know your role. You know who it is.
Wait. What's your first name? What's your first name?
Stephen Campbell. It's the whole name. It's not the first name. It's the whole name.
I got you, Stephen. Yeah, I got you. My man.
So listen, hold on.
You know what?
Hold on.
What championships have y'all won lately?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No. Did you ever make a Celebration Bowl?
I'm going to answer your question right now. The first championship we won is when we put our foot in y'all behind the last 2 years. So y'all can never say that y'all are ahead of time.
Who's now behind?
So wait.
Who's now behind?
You heard it.
You mean a last second field goal? You mean a last second field goal?
Scotty.
I'm here.
Let me tell you what's so bad about
Scotty, you talking about a last second field goal
Scotty,
and a lucky catch in overtime.
Let them in the cookout. They cannot even get on the playground with the white folks.
Hey, listen.
In the MEAC speed when he over there in the Big South, and they know they got to be home by 6 in the afternoon.
We got bowling.
6 in the afternoon in the Big South.
We got bowling in MAC, Scotty.
They go
We
over
still
there
bowling, baby.
to the Big South. And
We
ain't
still
nobody thought
bowling. What are
about
you
it.
talking about?
Ain't nobody thought they were going to go over there and kiss the pretty white girl, and she turned her back on them.
You know, hey,
Turn the back on. And then he talking about they going to be Kennesaw State. You better be Kennesaw State.
We ain't even played nobody in the Big South yet. What are you talking about?
Exactly. And y'all, what are y'all, 1 and 2? You
0 and 2.
got on national
We 0 and 2.
You owe exactly
We 0 and 2.
2.
Hey,
See,
but again, Steven, how many championships have y'all won since 2011? 2011.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm
How
gonna
many?
but let me take. But wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. See, this
No,
is
I'm just
the
saying.
loser's argument. No, I'm going to answer your question. See, this is what the loser does. See, when you have a
Got
team
it.
that doesn't
Got it.
have
You know what?
tradition, they only talk about 2 years ago. We are
Get somebody from Morgan State on here. So they can say they won a couple games too.
Wait a minute. Scoreboard. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember last time y'all beat us? I don't.
2017. 2017.
Wait a minute.
2017. 2015. And I think 2016.
And then
Hey,
guess
Scotty.
how many games y'all lost us after that?
Scotty, we lost 2. They were, you know what? Let me tell you what, Scotty. This dude talks about winning battles. You know what we win? We win wars.
Ooh.
We win wars. They win battles.
Wait a minute. How does a team that we got so many national championships, we don't even know what y'all got?
What do you mean?
Talking about winning. That's a battle. Look, bro,
I got 9
5
chips.
year run ain't no tradition.
I got 9
5
chips.
year run ain't no tradition.
Are you serious? We on the greatest HBCU run ever in HBCU football.
Bro, hold on. See, Scott, this is why I tell you. Troy's my guy. But see, this is what happens when you go over there and drink that white folks Kool-Aid.
We're not the shit yet.
So to all
You know
my
what?
swag
Let me
folks,
tell you what.
hold on, wait. Let me say this and I'm gonna let you talk. To all
Okay,
my
good.
swag people that actually know something. See, let me tell you what a great run is. It's when Southern went 4 years without losing a conference game. With Jackson State, with 5 years without losing a conference game. That's called runs. With Grambling, with 6 years without losing a conference game. That's what's called a run. That's called dominance. When y'all losing to Oregon, when y'all losing to this team, when y'all losing to that team, and then because we lose to Bethune-Cookman in the last week that y'all barely get into the celebration bowl, don't make y'all dominant. That's not dominant, bro. That's not dominant. I keep trying to tell you, I know this. See, y'all new to this. See, we know what dominant is. So
Man, how long are you going to talk? How long are you going to talk? Are you going to be quiet? Man, listen, let me tell you about dominance. Let me tell you about dominance, right? So we won the HBCU national championship 4 out of 5 years. Along the way, we beat 3 FBS programs. Along the way, hang on a second. Along the way, we put 3 straight kids in the NFL. Along the way, we beat ranked white PWI schools, Elon, Jacksonville State, in their backyard, that none of you Bammers have done ever. None of you have won 4 out of 5 HBCU national championships. Not one of you. Not one of you beat 3 straight FBS programs in their home field, on their home field.
Wait. First of all, wait. Okay, you finished? You keep going. You keep going. You finished? Because
hey, I'm just telling you.
We the only school that's won a national championship on the whole damn FCS period.
I get that. I get your 2 games. I get you, but that's a 1 year. That's a 1 year deal.
And we beat Miami. So until you do that,
that was before Miami was anything. So here's what I. Stephen and I have already had this conversation. What I tell him is one season is not a run, except that one season. It ain't better than 4 or 5 years. It ain't.
Bro, we got 15.
And you know what?
15.
It was a 14 playoff.
Bro, we got 15. We got 15.
Okay, you got 15. I got 4 out of the last 5. I got 4 out of 5. I got 9. I got 4 out of 5. Do it?
We got 15. Holler at me when you get to double digits. The
Got
only
it.
Grambling and Tennessee State can get in this argument at Southern. See, you can't get in this argument. You don't like us. So now this is what I'm tell you. It's it's almost noon. You better go to the Big South Conference call to see what y'all can do, what y'all can and cannot do. Can your band come? Are they gonna let y'all play that just church music?
Hey, look. Wait. My band going to every game except Kennesaw State.
Why they not going to Kennesaw?
Band not coming to Atlanta.
Kennesaw State is too little, and it's their homecoming. They don't want us to blow them out.
Oh, damn, that's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let on that.
So, Steven,
this was funny.
Hey, listen, you ain't done nothing better than what we're doing now. I guarantee it. And you know what? Y'all can have your two little battles. You and Morgan both can have your two little battles.
If you supposed to be great, you supposed to dominate. Jackson State dominated. Southern dominated. Grambling dominated. If you didn't dominate the conference, can you say you dominated the conference? You didn't. Bro,
dominating?
Bro. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If we were not ineligible, who would have went to the Celebration Bowl the last time? If we were not ineligible.
Oh yeah. So here's the most important point of that. And Scotty knows this. You guys play with no pressure.
Facts.
Everybody else got to play, trying to get in, concerned about what happened this week and next week. Y'all ain't had nothing to play for.
Facts.
That's a big deal. Anybody that play athletics will tell you that's a big deal.
Well, let me tell you something. Winners always play.
Now. Okay, hang on a second.
Always play to win, brother. Winners always play to win. It's about
you might
pride.
play to win, but it's different pressure. It's different pressure. But let's go back to 2018. And Scotty, tell him to be quiet. Let me tell you this. So 2018, when they were eligible to go to the Celebration Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got lucky and kicked the field goal at the end of our game, and they were in the driver's seat with 3 games left. All they had to do was win, I think, 2 games out of the 3. Guess what they did? Under the pressure,
they fumbled the bag.
Choked.
They fumbled the bag. Fumbled the bag.
They choked like it was
fumbled the
nobody's
bag.
business. Excuse me?
I said they fumbled the bag.
Hey, look, got to the very end, and Bethune beat them again for 8 in a row. Then last year in 2019, they were good. They could have, matter of fact, here's what would have happened. Scotty. If they would have won against Bethune-Cookman, the voters probably would have voted them the national champions, even though we won the Celebration Bowl. But they lost that last game. No. You talking about your homeboy. No, you talking about your homeboy. Yeah, your homeboy from Florida A&M and BCSN or whoever it was the only one that voted y'all the national champions, which is bogus. Because how about this? How you gonna lose your last game and then we win the last game in the Celebration Bowl against the SWAC champion, and then you be national champion? Man, you crazy.
How that sound?
You done lost your mind.
And now you're supposed to be in the Celebration Bowl. How you gonna lose fair? See, let me tell you something.
Who does that fool?
See, let me tell you what I like to do. I like to do hands up. See, Scotty knows about this. When we played y'all, who won?
That was before. Look, okay. How about this? Let's do this. Let's take BCS. Let's take FBS. Alabama #1, right?
Yeah.
I think they're #1. So let's say we didn't have a 14 playoff anymore. Get to the last game, Alabama lose. The #2 team wins. Who's gonna be national champion?
#2 team.
That's right. So what is Steven talking about? Man, you delusional. Y'all delusional. You worse than Jackson State right now.
Oh, man.
Bro, listen. Wait a minute. The only thing delusional is that y'all still think that y'all in the MEAC. The only thing delusional that you think that we're going to allow you on this talk show is for people that's in the SWAC and the MEAC. That's real HBCU. Now, y'all going over to the Big South and to the cookout and let me know how that work out for y'all.
With that raisin
Scotty,
potato
are you
salad.
saying Hampton and Tennessee State A&T can't come on your call?
No, they can come, but I mean, they
No,
don't.
he ain't saying that. He ain't saying that. I'm saying it. See, that's the difference.
That's your problem right there.
Got it. Wait a minute. Guess
Steve,
what? And
that's your problem right
wait a minute.
there.
Hold on. I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna let you talk. God, this is what I told Troy. Nobody's gonna care when they play Mom. Nobody's gonna play when they play Gardner Well. Nobody's gonna care when they play Kennesaw State. Nobody cares.
Oh, you crazy. You crazy. Guess what? When we start rolling up that top 25 poll, y'all gonna be careful. You gonna be watching. Oh, what is A&T doing? Where they at? What they doing? When you see us going up there and you sitting down there not in it like you are now, y'all gonna be watching. Yep, y'all gonna be delusional. You know what? Matter of fact, here's where I'm gonna put y'all. Y'all, the SWAC is the top 25 to 50. That's where y'all at. We need to make a poll for top 50.
And y'all are not even in that. And that's the bad thing about it. Y'all not even in that.
My God, that was a good
I bet you this. Hey, Steven, I bet you we'll be in the top 25 before y'all.
Ooh.
I'll take that. Scotty, write that down.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down.
Write that
we gonna be in there before y'all.
Write that down. And when he called in and he said we lost to another one of them white teams because we had to be home by 6, then I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it no more.
Listen, you already in the discount program, the SWAC. That's what that is.
Hey, what's the bet though? What's the bet going to be though? I mean, I think the person
they're going to be ranked higher. They're going to be ranked higher.
But what happens if they win or lose? Like, I think the other person should wear the other person's gear and take a picture. Yeah.
I ain't betting that. I ain't wearing that.
See, that's the thing. See,
I don't do that.
That's the greatness of nothing A&T. Nothing.
All I do is talk junk.
Oh,
all I do is talk junk.
And that's not even money based. That's a nice wholesome bet. That's a nice wholesome bet. The winner, if you
wonder why the SWAC didn't want nothing A&T because they got no heart, they got no guts. That's why.
Yeah, that's a nice wholesome bet. Ain't no money involved.
What? Who ain't got no guts? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like y'all.
Scott, listen, man. Scott, I'm gonna let you have your show back, but I just heard my friend and me Troy on the phone.
Steven, go run with your tail between your legs. Steven, go run with your tail between your legs.
Listen.
All I know is let me know the last time y'all beat us. I know last time we played y'all, we whooped you. That's all I got.
All I'm gonna say is this before y'all get out of here. A&T Roy, like for real, bro, like. You kind of let me down because you kind of backtrack. You put it out there so strongly that you're gonna be. It shouldn't be nothing to put on some FAMU gear if you think you're gonna be in the top 25.
Yeah. I don't wear other people's stuff. That's all.
Man, if that ain't the weakest excuse, if that's the weakest excuse,
hey, you know what? Let me take that back. I don't wear other people's stuff no more. Cause guess what? I got a FAMU sweatshirt.
There you go. So if they win, if they in the top 25, you got to put it on.
Collecting it. I changed, man. I don't do that no more.
Wait a minute, hold on. I think me and Troy around the same age. Troy, I tell you what, why don't we do this? Since we're gentlemen, let's set the standard. I will donate $100 to y'all scholarship fund if y'all have rank
that's dope.
You do the ops.
That's dope.
How about that?
Wait a minute. What now? You'll donate $100 to our scholarship fund and what?
I will, in your name, whatever little scholarship fund you guys got, I will donate $100 in your name to your to North Carolina A&T scholarship fund. And if we are higher ranked, then you do the same. Because I already got the link ready to go. Because I know we're going to win.
He said I got the link.
No. What I said was we're going to beat y'all into the top 25.
So whoever gets there first, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
But it's a whole season. That shouldn't be the case. It should be like at the end of the season, who's ranked higher.
No, I'm just saying what I said. No. I'm saying what I said. Now, whether we're going to agree on that or not, that's a different story.
Okay, so which poll? Okay, I see what he's doing. So let me tell you what he may be doing. See, he might have a weak schedule, and
he's stacking the deck. Yeah, he's stacking the deck. He's stacking the deck.
And then they get ran at the back end.
Yeah, he's stacking the deck.
Yeah, that's all. But you know what? Though? I tell you what. I'll take that. I'll still take that. But since you're gonna be weak with it, I'm gonna give you stupid.
Yeah, that is kind of weak.
I don't even know what your schedule is. So I'm just saying I would beat y'all. We gonna beat y'all.
I schedule something that people care about, and that's what I schedule is something that people care about.
Man, y'all listen. Y'all know y'all care about our schedule. You know you care about our schedule because you know what? What y'all don't want us to do is go beat the white schools like what we getting ready to do. Like y'all don't do.
I want you to.
Wait. When was the last time you beat the PWI? When was the last time?
I want you to. I want y'all to beat everybody. Because all I can say is we said we still whooped y'all ass. So that's
hang on a second. When was the last time you beat a PWI? Tell me that.
You know what? I'm gonna have to look. You're right. I'll give you that. What you want? What you want?
So are we doing the $50 bet?
See this though. The last time we played y'all, we whooped y'all.
Nope.
And that's all that counts.
All right. So wrapping this up, are we doing the $50 scholarship bet? Yes or no?
No. I'm just talking junk.
Oh man, you weak, 18, Roy. That's weak, bro. Bye. That's weak. That's weak. That's weak. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, Mr. That was weak. That's weak.
I'm waiting to hear them.
Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty, how you doing, man? Good morning.
What's good? Good morning. How you doing?
All right. Look, I've been watching these games, man, and the scores is not indication of just for instance, the NFL draft. Now, if I'm looking at the FBS schools, they should be blowing these schools out. They should be blowing these swag schools out if there's any indication of how the draft goes. But when I see a score like ULM,
man, don't bring that game up. 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 That's not a good representation. Do not bring that game. But no, go ahead. Finish your point.
When I see
go ahead.
When I see a score like when I see a score like Alcorn 21 and South Alabama 28, and these games are being played at these people's houses. If I play a team at home, I'm automatically going to be a 7. If I'm an FBS school and I'm playing an FCS school at home, I'm automatically going to be a 14-point favorite. If that game, if Alcorn and South Alabama played at Alcorn probably would have won that game. If ULM would have played Jackson and Jackson would have won that game. These scores just not indicative of how the draft goes. That's all I'm saying.
Did you watch the game? I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you one question. I'm gonna ask you one question. I'm gonna ask you one question. Did you watch the South Alabama game and Alcorn game? Yes or no?
Yeah, they scored 21 points in the third quarter.
What? Who scored 21 points in the third quarter?
South Alabama scored 21 points in the third quarter. And then scored nothing in the fourth quarter. Alcorn scored 7 in the fourth quarter. But Alcorn was leading the game throughout the game until the third quarter.
Did you watch the game though? The whole game?
I watched the game.
There's no way you can. Okay, I'm talking about that game later today, but we can get. You know what? We can get it. We can talk about it right now. I don't care. We can talk about it right now. Alcorn is not that good. I don't care what you. Alcorn. If you watch the game, Alcorn should not have been on that field with that team. They are not as good as South Alabama. They got ran through like Swiss cheese. They have no run defense whatsoever. The only reason they were even competitive in that game is because of the muff punts. That's it. A muff punt that went into the end zone, another muff punt that they got, and they had a short field. Other than that, they look horrible. People looking at the score, but that game was not as indicative as the score should have said. But I'll let you go.
You know, when you look at a game, you look at the passing yardage, you look at the rushing yardage. Yes, South Alabama they had a good rushing game, but Alcorn had 265 yards passing. So when I look at that, I mean it's like South Alabama. If I'm an FBS school, there's no way I should be giving up 300 yards passing to an FCS school. You know, and if I'm Alcorn, yeah, I should be giving up 150, maybe even 200 yards rushing to FBS.
Sir, do you know Do you know
Yeah.
Shador? Hold up. Do you know Shador threw over 260 and only scored 7 points? That does not matter. You can have empty yards. That's empty yards. That's all that is. With Felix. Now, don't get me wrong. The only thing going well for Alcorn was Felix and those receivers. Everything else was horrendous. So my thing is, that's a whole bunch of empty yards.
Expect that with no practice. You would expect that with no practice. But South Alabama had no excuse. Man, they had practice every day. They're FBS school. They may not be getting 4 and 5 stars, but they loaded with 3 stars. Alcorn is loaded with no stars. All right, they plan on just natural talent, and for a school not to be able to practice, man, that hey, I watched a show the other day. You was head on right. The damn athletic director should be somewhere picking up cans, but Jackson State. They need to, if they're going to build that game, their game around Shador, they need to find out. They need to know that Shador is a better long ball passer than he is an intermediate ball passer. If they're going to build around Shador throws a good long ball, but his reads on the intermediate routes is sometimes lacking. He's a good long ball thrower. If I'm Jackson, man, I'm running 9 routes with 10 all day long. South Alabama, the route they got beat on was a go route.
Sir.
Not South Alabama, I mean ULM. But they never came back and threw the ball down. They kept throwing crossing routes.
Sir, this is the stuff I don't understand. You say you're a coach, and what you just said made no sense. You can't just continually run 9 or 10 yards when you have no running game and everybody's going to play too high over top of you. The only reason Shador got that pass off to Lanier is they were playing a cover 2 and they beat the zone. That's the only reason. It was a zone. It was not man. They were playing a zone. They was playing a cover 2, and he got behind the safety. That's the only reason they got that off. But for the rest of the game, they played too high. You can't throw deep on a too high safety look. The only thing you can do is maybe hit a seam route. That's it. What are you talking about?
That's not what Coach Bowden said. Coach Bowden said they got beat. They got beat when they went in man on a route over the top.
It was not man. If you go back and watch the film, it was not man. The man was caught.
I'm gonna go back and watch the film.
Go back and watch the film, because if you watch the route, if it was man, he would have followed. He sat, and then Lanier got between the gap, so the corner sat on the short route. Lanier gets behind the DB. The safety takes a bad angle and he goes over the top. That's what happened. That is a cover 2 zone. It was a cover 2. Shador even says it on the interview when he makes the touchdown on the pregame show. He's like, they were playing a 2-1 look. They were playing a cover 2. I saw the zone. I went over top. That's what he said.
Well, yeah. Well, when I watched the interview with Bowden, he said that they got beat on man cover.
That wasn't man.
I was going
unless that corner don't know what man looked like.
The Jackson State game, I was flipping back and forth from that game. When I looked on that game, I seen the boy running the streak down the sideline.
Listen, once again, go back and watch the film, and then call in. My thing is, if you can honestly call on to this show and say that Alcorn should have been on that field with South Alabama, you're bugging, because they got 2 red. The only time that Alcorn did well was, I think, the first drive in the quarter. They drove down, got into the red zone, they got stopped, they got the field goal block. That was probably their best drive, and they didn't capitalize it. That's all. Listen, if I'm South Alabama, you can have all those yards. If I stop you in the red zone, that's all that matters. And that's what kept happening. That once they got into the red zone, they could not score. Now, when they got short fields, they ended up taking advantage of them. But 7 points came off a ball rolling in the end zone, and the other 2 points came off of short fields. What are we talking about? Alcorn is not that good. Now,
South Alabama was 8 points away from losing at home to Alcorn. At the end of the day, the only thing that counts is the zeros on the clock. Is the points on the scoreboard.
And the only thing that matters is that Alcorn lost the game. They lost the game still. Regardless, they still lost the game. So what are you talking about? They're not that good. Now, I don't know if South Alabama's that good.
They was picked to lose the game.
and they didn't look good. What are you talking about? Nobody, listen.
What I'm saying, the other thing I'm saying is that if you lose, like Southern lost to McNeese. Now Southern played McNeese at home. They should have won. They should have beat McNeese at home, right? Because if playing McNeese at home, that game might have been a pick'em.
A home game does not make
South Alabama. South Alabama should have been a 21-point favorite.
It doesn't, bro. It doesn't matter.
They didn't even cover the spread.
It doesn't. Listen to what I'm telling you. All that betting that doesn't matter. Listen, the only reason Alcorn was in the game was because of the muff punts. That's it. How hard is that to understand? If they didn't muff those punts, that's the only reason Alcorn was even in the game. They could not stop them to save their life. They ran through them like nothing. Their run defense is atrocious. Atrocious.
Why is it that people give credit to other schools when, say for instance, if Alcorn must have punt, South Alabama scored on. Say for instance, like when Alabama was playing Florida and Alabama had mistakes, but they don't give those schools the credit.
Listen,
for nothing.
I'm not basing a whole game. I'm not basing. Oh my God! Shut up! Listen! Shut up! I'm not basing the whole game on muff punts. What I'm telling you is they didn't listen. Southern was supposed to beat McNeese. Why? They were the better team. Southern was the better team than McNeese. I will give them that. Even though they lost, they made that mistake. I will give them that. Alcorn is not better than South Alabama, and you can see it on the field. It has nothing to do with the muff punts. They are not as good as South Alabama. It's just that simple. You can see it. You can see it.
Oregon wasn't as good as Ohio State, but Ohio State lost.
Is that your point? Is that your point? That's your point?
This is what I'm saying. The best teams don't always win. Jackson State had way more talent than ULM. You can see it on the field. Jackson State got draft picks. ULM ain't got no draft pick out there.
So what does that say about Jackson State if they had the best talent on the field and lost the game? Tell me that, coach. Since you were coach, tell me that.
I can tell you exactly what that is.
What does it mean?
Deion is still learning how to coach. Deion is not a veteran coach. Deion is still learning how to coach.
So is that ULM's fault?
You know that yourself.
Is that ULM's fault? That's not ULM's fault. So explain to me, if Alcorn wasn't the best team on the if Alcorn wasn't the best team on the field, South Alabama was, they ended up with, I would give, listen, if Alcorn would have won that game, I would be like, woo, y'all got lucky because you weren't the best team on the field. And I would give it to them. But they weren't the best team and they lost. Okay. So what are you trying to say? If that game was at Alcorn, they still would have lost.
My point is this exactly, is that on draft day, don't tell me that they don't have players in the HBCU schools that's not good enough for the draft. When your schools that you're drafting from is only beating these schools by 7 points. That means they in the same field and they picking the same vegetable.
Sir, listen. Let me. I can't believe you're really calling yourself a coach and you're making these statements. Like, these are really asimple statements. The flow. Listen. No. The flow of a game. Listen, old man. The flow of a game has zero to do with the attributes of a player. I'll say it again because you probably didn't hear me. The flow of a game has zero to do with the attributes of a player. A game and how a game flows. One player cannot always dictate how a game is or isn't. You base the player off what he does individually in the game. The flow of the game does not matter. How does the fact that Felix looked good throwing the ball matter that they got muff punts? They don't equate to each other. So once again, the flow of the game doesn't have anything to do with a draft. It has zero to do with that. So if you got Cam Newton on your team and you lose a few games, That doesn't have anything to do with whether or not if he can play in the NFL or not. Come on, man. You got to be better than that. Try again. Bye. Bye. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Man, you sound like you had the Clash of the Titans on there earlier when these old heads was going at it.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, I like that. That was funny.
Hey, it was definitely worth it. Hey, so here's the thing, right? So we talked about this before. I mean, I think a lot of people are missing your point, like because your question was real specific, man. It's on the screen. Are HBCUs ready for exposure? And the answer is no. I mean, these dudes literally just got finished talking for almost 20 minutes, and they weren't talking about the exposure. They were talking about 20 or 30 years ago. We need to know right now, are these guys ready? Are you ready for prime time? The answer is no. All of these schools got business schools. They're not reaching into their business departments to help them come up with workable marketing plans. I mean, that's just number one. Do you even have a marketing plan? And then the next thing is, I mean, dude, one guy said, get mad at the last 5 coaches for Jackson State. Bro, Jackson State is not the whole conference. Mm-hmm. I mean, am I wrong for saying that? They're not the whole conference?
You're not.
You got how many schools in there?
Well, it was 10 before, but 9, but that was 12.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, it's more than just one about one team.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's more than one. It's more than one team, man. And you can't sit up here and keep on kicking this can down the road. She was absolutely right. I mean, dudes calling in, and I've seen it on in the chat, but I've seen it on other people's channels, and they talk mad greasy. They talk mad greasy about these teams sometimes. But yo, you ain't out here doing nothing. When's the last time you even called your alumni child or paid your alumni dues? But besides that, I mean, when's the last time you hashtagged your team when they were playing on TV?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm looking at the numbers for the for the Orange Blossom Classic and then some of these other games. I mean, if Jackson State is getting numbers, you know how you get exposure? You start hashtagging your school when they playing games. That starts bringing eyeballs. Like, oh, wait a minute. How come these SWAC schools are getting attention? I mean, those are the little things that don't cost you no money. It's like when you start to it's like when you start to stream and say, hey, wipe your feet before you come in the house. Hit the like button. It's all about the algorithm. I mean, come on, man. I mean, and then, it's like, all right, I went to an HBCU, and I always said I played at an HBCU. All right, now my team is trash right now. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, but I love my school though. And like I said, I'm gonna send you a swagger pack too. I mean, it is what it is. But I tell you what, we talking about HBCUs. That's the least you can do. The least you can do is hype up your HBCU on your platforms, be it your social media, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, and be on these streams. Hit the like button. Those are the little things. Those are the free things that you can do. But then on top of that, start giving money. Stop complaining. Start giving money. I mean, a pair of Air Force Ones will cost you $100. A pair of Jordans will cost you $2. Maybe you don't need a pair of ones. Maybe you don't need a pair of Jordans. Maybe you need to give money to your school so your school can get newer facilities. I mean, why are we always looking for a handout? Like, real talk. Why are we always looking for a handout?
Listen, I said this.
I mean, yeah.
I said this simply about maybe when I did the Alcorn thing, I was like, you need to make the minority the majority. You need to make the minority the majority. Not everybody can give $1,200 a month, right? So you need to have more donation plans for people just to, hey, give $10 a month, give $20 a month. You get 100, 200, 500 people giving $20 a month. That's a nice chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? Stop always looking for $300, $400. People have lives. People have families. And that's the thing I said about Barack Obama. I was like, Barack Obama was genius because when he made his platform, the first time he ran, he did like that $5, $10, $20 donation. And I mean, everybody was giving because they can do that. You feel like you're a part of something because you can give it. You know what I'm saying? Or you feel like you're part of the movement because you're like, yo, I gave $10 for Barack's, his campaign, because I support him. It's the same thing about your school. These new college kids that got all this debt, they can't afford $300-$400. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't do it. But if you just ask $20, $15, $10, a month, $50 a month, that's something that's possible, and they won't feel like it's hurting their pockets to do so. So yeah, man, I agree with you, and I think that helps exposure as well. But at the same time, don't treat donations like the building fund at church. You know how many churches got building funds that ain't nothing, and they got the same old doorknobs, they got the same old stuff. I've been giving to this building fund for 50 years, and I ain't never seen a new shingle on the roof. I ain't never seen a new door. I ain't never seen new paint. What are we doing?
Yo, we won a national championship. They gave the check to our president at the game.
Yeah.
He put a new door on the president's estate with the money for our rings.
Come on, man.
That's no lie.
Come on, man.
And I don't know what else he did with that money. Yo, you can look it up, man. I'll send you the article. He got ran up out of town.
That's crazy.
Because he took that check and was like, oh, it's a check for me. Yo, this ain't, it's real, man. It's real. You like you said, you gotta have designated funds. You gotta be saying, okay, hey, like, this is going for a new weight room.
And this is for
you think the new weight room is only going to be used for football players?
What school you go? You said you're Central, right?
Yeah, Central State University.
Central State University. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
All right, man.
And I'll say it again. We never lost to a swag school. So get that out your mouth.
Hey, appreciate the call, by guy. Boy, you stupid.
Yeah.
Passport tribunal for his side chick child support payments. Y'all, we demand our rings threaten to strike. Hey, this is gonna be the next topic right here. I want to talk about this one. All right, I'm not gonna do it right now in this show, but we're gonna talk about that one. All right, so listen, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. Appreciate the morning call. I'll be back on around 1 to break down the UAPB game and the Alcorn game. All right, so you guys enjoy your time at work. You guys make sure you get some lunch and some food. I'll be back. All right, so until next time, hey, shout out first of all, before I get going, make sure you join the Offscript membership. Stop being crazy. All right, go ahead and join there. Go ahead and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go there. I got different levels, $5, $9, $20. All right. Go ahead and make a donation. It's a recurring $5 or $10 or $20. You know what I'm saying? Every little bit helps. Thank you so much. All right. So make sure you join the Offscript membership. My man NRS has been putting it in the chat. So make sure you click the link. It's not that hard, boop. Donate $5 and it's too easy. All right. Like a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Too easy. And also, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell. Make sure you're hitting that like button as well. Appreciate you, first name after one. All right, make sure you hit that like button. Stop playing with me, man. Give my likes. Ain't nobody giving you content like this. Ain't nobody having conference calls with two old heads banging on each other. Straight banging on each other. That joke was funny as a mug. Mr. Campbell, you are hilarious, bro. You are freaking hilarious. All right. So until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.